The Ministry of Social and Family Development has announced a further review into the tragic case of 4-year-old Megan Khung, who died in February 2020 following prolonged abuse. The review will examine the responses of all agencies involved in her case. According to the ministry's statement issued on 11 April 2025, the review will encompass Beyond Social Services, which operates the preschool Megan attended, the Early Childhood Development Agency, MSF's Child Protective Service, and the police. This move follows growing public scrutiny and institutional introspection, sparked by the sentencing of Megan's mother and her then boyfriend on 3 April. Fu Liping, 29, received 19 years imprisonment, while Wang Shai-shong, 38, was sentenced to 30 years and 17 strokes of the cane. In an earlier statement on 8 April, MSF noted that an incident report submitted by Beyond Social Services to ECDA failed to fully reflect the severity of Megan's injuries. The ministry cited this as a contributing factor to inadequate interventions by involved agencies. However, following public feedback, MSF clarified in its 11 April statement that its intention was not to cast blame, but to strengthen systemic protection for children. It acknowledged that the previous statement may have been perceived as implying that certain parties could have done more to prevent Megan's death. The aim is to continually strengthen our system so that we can better protect our children, said MSF, adding that everyone, including government agencies, has a part to play in this process. Beyond Social Services, while implicated in the timeline of events, had made multiple attempts to shield Megan from harm. These included implementing a safety plan to place her temporarily under her grandmother's care, and raising concerns with ECDA and a specialist child protection center. Nonetheless, the tragic outcome has intensified scrutiny of Singapore's child protection mechanisms. Public reaction has been sharply critical, particularly regarding the perceived leniency of the sentences and the roles of various stakeholders. Netizens have voiced concerns about the ECDA's reliance on preschool-level assessments and questioned why MSF's CPS did not intervene more assertively. Beyond's response, though protocol-compliant, has also been challenged, particularly the timing and urgency of its communications. The role of Megan's grandmother as a temporary caregiver and the actions of her biological father, Kung Wei Nan, who filed a missing person report only months later in July 2020, have likewise come under public examination. In light of these concerns, several policy reforms have been called for. These include stronger legal mandates for case escalation, the introduction of independent child welfare audits, a re-evaluation of sentencing guidelines for child abuse, and public education campaigns to foster greater vigilance and community reporting. MSF has stated that the conclusions of the ongoing review will be made public once completed. It also reaffirmed its commitment to working closely with its partners across the child protection ecosystem. We deeply appreciate the tireless efforts of all social service professionals who work to protect children from abuse and save lives, the ministry's statement concluded. The death of Megan Khung remains a deeply sobering moment for Singapore, prompting both public mourning and a renewed call for robust, transparent, and accountable child protection measures.